Hey y'all, welcome to Perlium. Today's video is going to be about runing. Today I was trying to think of what would be a good idea for something I haven't went over with you guys yet, and we talked about a little bit about where that site to look up what kind of runes to get, but I've never said about people who are just kind of. This video is going to be more towards people who maybe just be starting the game and everything on where to get their runes and what kind of runes they need to get. Make sure you go to summonerswar.co to find out um, what kind of runes that should be recommended for certain people. But it'll also tell you a little bit about the monsters right here. It'll say what type of monster they are. So as you can see, Arnold's HP. And you got Tyrone who's attack. He's really good. He's a good support for the team too because he does a lot of crowd control as far as freezing and stuns. Attack. There's a total support, of course. It's Chloe, obviously. She's going to be there for heals and everything. Um, Juno is support, but Juno's also one of my best attackers too. She's good. Vanessa, Katarina is attack, and you got like basically you just go through all this, and it'll tell you what they're good for, their HP, and the runes. Of course, you want to look at their abilities too when you want to decide which ones. The big thing, of course, everybody knows Bearman. You want to get him critical hits because every time you hit for a critical hit, it heals 12%. So what you need to do is you need to get his crit rate up to 100%. So you want to find runes that are going to help with crit rate, of course. So make sure when you're ruining him everything, you want to get him runes that'll bring up his critical hits. So that's why I got him criticals and everything like that. Same goes with my my Vertihile. You want to get him 200%. Anything like that that you can see a skill that requires a certain something. My Tyrone's not really all the best rune, of course. So this is probably gonna be a bad example, but freezes the enemies and everything. You want accuracy on this guy because a lot of his moves are about control. So when you do that, you want to get him an accuracy rune, which I'm still trying to get this one up. But anyway, make sure you look for that. Now, as far as getting runes goes, when you're looking for runes, if you're just starting, there is each one will tell you what it gives. So this one, the drop info, it gives you energy runes. So it'll tell you what type of runes it does. So you can go through here and you'll look. This is fatal. We got blade there. We've got rage there. We've got I think that's swift, and then focus, and then it goes guard. Then it goes I think that is no, that's not rage. I think that one is rage back there. This one is injure, and then the last one's violent, of course, for farm and volcano. They go on, and basically each one of those drops a certain kind of rune. Now, the other thing you need to know is this will drop a rune for slot one. Slot one's the one that's always up. Slot one is going to be attack. Then you have slot two. Slot two is going to be your speed or your well, that's the only one that you can do speed on. And of course, you have all the percentage runes. Now, 2, 4, and 6 are the only runes that you can do percentage runes on. So you want to be looking for runes on 2, 4, and 6 that always have percentage, but only 2 can have speed, only 4 can have a critical percentage and critical damage, and only 6 can have accuracy. So when you think about that when you're doing it too, is you want to make sure that you're picking up the right runes for those. Another thing is when you're running these, if you want 4-star runes, you have to run it on Hell because Hell's going to be the one that drops the better runes. You're not going to get those high of runes with that. Now the other thing is if you want runes that are going to bring you 5 stars, sometimes very rarely the bosses on the end of these will drop a 5-star rune, but it'll be for any of the random ones above. So you can't be specific with which slot you want it. So that's why, if you ever wondered why there's 6 of them on each one, it's because each one does a different one for each slot. So just remember that. Find what rune you want. Maybe keep running it till you get it. It's a good start until you can get better runes to drop from the Karos dungeon. Everyone knows Dragon does Vampire, Giants do Despair, and of course random of anything. So, but that's how you get those runes, and you just gotta focus on that. Now, it does take a long time, and runes are one of the most frustrating things in the game to make sure you get all the runes and get them right and everything like that. So always remember which about this little trick though and coming here and getting that. And don't get discouraged if you don't get the right runes right away. So it's It's a good thing, and it helped me get really far in the game when I was first starting out. And just getting those 4-star runes with the percentages and everything, it made me be able to get the further in the Karos dungeon and everything like that. And that's what makes it so you can uh, get your monsters to where you want them to be. And soon you'll be able to beat the bigger dungeons and get the really nice runes. Um, a big huge part about this game, I'm dead serious right now, is runing. So like it's a huge part of the game. You got to make sure you rune everything correct, because I could go against plenty of people with 5-star natural monsters and like that look like a scary team, but then just totally destroy them because they really sucked at runing. So just really make sure you look at the different types of builds out there and the little rune tricks that are here in this game. Just remember all those, and you'll get further in the game a lot quicker, and late game will be a lot easier for you. Uh, if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below about how runes go and different you guys know about. You guys can just read about the rune stats, of course, if and which ones give you what bonuses and everything. There's a ton of different builds for a lot of different monsters, and I'm gonna end the video here. Rate, comment, subscribe below, and let me know what you think. And have a good day.